All right, you guys, so I know we already have a video on body paragraphs, but I found as I've been teaching you throughout this last week that it's just super, super important for me to be really specific about exactly what I'm looking for in your writing. So I talked to some other teachers and I have this fun acronym for you that should help you to understand and remember exactly what you need in every body paragraph to make it as strong as possible, okay? Just to clarify, an acronym is a shortened version of something, usually letters that stand for words to help us remember something better. So our acronym is SEEET, and we'll talk about that more in the next slide. You will have perfect body paragraphs every single time. That formula, to remember it, we're going to remember SEET. And yes, there is a reason that we say SEET instead of just SEET. The reason for that is because our acronym is SEEET. Those are the 5 things we need to remember to make a perfect body paragraph every single time. Okay, so what does it mean? So the first letter in our acronym is S, which stands for statement. Statement is just your topic sentence, right? We've talked about this before. The first sentence in any body paragraph has to be a topic sentence that relates back to your thesis. Then the second letter is E, which is the first of 3 E's in our acronym. And this E stands for explain. So you're going to have a sentence or two explaining what you mean by your topic sentence. Now the next E is for example. This is where you're going to pull a quote from an article and put that in your text to support whatever you're saying, okay? So there are different ways of doing this. I'll show you how we're going to do it for this paper because I don't want us to worry too much about citations. But you guys are very good at citing text when it's the only text there for you to cite. So we're going to just do it a little bit differently for this essay. But your E, for example, your second E is for example, and that's where you pull a quote from a text and put it in your writing. Okay, our third and final E in the acronym is for elaborate. So to elaborate just means to take it a little bit further, okay? So I've had several of you ask me, like, how long does our body paragraph have to be? Does it have to be 5 to 6 sentences every single time? Yes, it absolutely does, okay? So this E is here just to remind you that you can't just provide an example. You can't just put a quote in your writing and then not have 2, maybe even 3, telling me why you chose that specific quote. Okay, so the final letter in our acronym is T, which stands for transition. And this is just going to make it so that we easily flow to the next body paragraph without it feeling super choppy and like we're just jumping from one idea to the next, right? So if we go back to our mini Aussie example, my first body paragraph was about how they can get louder and whinier when they don't have the exercise they need. The second paragraph was about how they're more likely to destroy the house, right? Or their owner's belongings. So at the end of the first body paragraph, I might say something like, getting louder and whinier is not the only thing that happens when mini Aussies don't get enough exercise. And then the first sentence, the topic sentence of my next paragraph would be, in addition to getting louder and whinier, they can also start destroying the house. All right, you guys, so if you just remember SEEET, statement, explain, example, elaborate, transition, you will have a perfect body paragraph every single time. As always, let me know if you have any questions before moving on to the next Google form. I believe you have a quiz after this, and then you can try it out and start writing your first body paragraph.